Good afternoon once again, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Monza for the TNR Italian Grand Prix.
You're into P3 on the grid.
That was P3 on soft compound tyres. We dropped down a bit though, so we went out on super softs and registered a time good enough for P2 at the time. We wanted to go for a third run, but unfortunately we were held up a lot by Andy, our teammate. Not of course his fault at all, just really unfortunate timing, and that meant, if you look in the top right, that I wasn't going to have enough time to get back out there, because these guys take a long time to wheel you back in when there's two cars approaching, especially as they have to put the tyre warmers on, etc, etc. Anyhow, only one car would get between Stingray, my championship rival, and I. That's BK in the Sauber, so well done to him for that front row position. Anyhow, time to race, and off we go. Terrible start for Stingray. I'm not sure if that was a lag start or whether he just bogged down, but either way we're past him. That's important because whoever finishes in front out of the two of us will take the championship lead away from this race towards Singapore. He's down the inside though, and there's a bit of a barge there, so I have to be careful about that. Hopefully no damage for him at this stage. BK though, looks like he's already out of DRS zone. We have definitely got Stingray to worry about in the rear. I defended the inside there, noticing that there's a bit of lag, having watched his video, because I believe there was a bit of contact there, and on my screen, nothing doing. On the run to Ascari, he gets by though. Such as the slipstream here, even without DRS, very easy to make a manoeuvre. I get a corner cutting warning trying to avoid, just in case, because he did turn across. Nothing illegal about that of course though, I just had nowhere else to go. Kind of unfortunate. Either way, we're getting into the slipstream ourselves towards Parabolica, and we're down the inside. Now you've heard that little bit of contact there, it meant I couldn't steer. It was kind of awkward and it forced him wide. Very unfortunate. Once again laggy because that did not occur on his screen. Now that instance there, I get a 10-second penalty for brake checking. I went slower through the corner than perhaps usual of course, but you know, it's up to the player in front. So that is a bad stewarding decision. Anyhow, we'll move on. This battle continues. And of course a lot of you guys know there was a lot of animosity going on at this particular point as we get around the outside of Parabolica from a Stingray's perspective. We won't go too into detail about that because he's apologised for that language, but it of course may have been affecting the way he was driving. Very aggressive. Either way, DRS opportunity for Dynamite. He comes out of nowhere to get both of us. Goes a bit deep though. Unfortunately, bit of contact further there, and it looks like he's spun out and unfortunately was not able to continue, so his race was over. There we lose the rear, and wow, as we're careful not to rejoin into traffic, we lost the rear and Stingray ploughed into the back of us. Arguably nowhere to go of course for him, and there was a little bit of a pile up there as Murph was involved too. Either way, we're both back on track together somehow after both pitting, and he's through on the soft compound tyre. We're down in 13th and he's in 12th at the moment, so both of us out of the points at this stage. Surely though we'd get back in there. Not for him however, sparks fly, and his Ferrari's become a reliant Robin, three-wheeler. Contact with HSV in the Williams. Very unfortunate. So any points we can score here will be a championship advantage to the tune of exactly that many points. We get past the Williams there, and now we're up to 5th position, so 10 points would not be bad given the collision we've had. We got a bit deep into La Rocha chicane, and HSV comes back through. His line is compromised through Lesmo 1 though, so we have the easy direction into the inside there for Lesmo 2, and back past. We even get some DRS. So that was perfect through there. In for our second pit stop onto a second set of mediums, being cautious, don't want to puncture at all. But unfortunately we get absolutely launched by the sausage curb, and for once it actually spins me out so much that I have to go onto the gravel. Very costly error as two cars go past, and this is a very difficult track to catch up to cars. Here is Monza though. Well, I believed it was Monza. You can see he's a bit jittery. Unfortunately, he seemed to have the worst connection of the cars that I raced in this event, although his teammate Stingray, of course, must have had a little bit, given the differences from our points of view. Once again, a sausage curb launches me almost into the back of Monza this time, and he's lagging quite badly now. That was a teleport this time. Let's see what happens here. We're into the Parabolica, right behind him. I had my doubts as to whether this was his real car, given how slowly he went through the corner. We got past, up into 7th.
Gap ahead is 4.2 seconds.
He's falling back even though he's in the slipstream. Very curious. Oh, there he is. He's actually just making it through turn 1 and turn 2 now. So that was very laggy. He was so far in front of where I thought he was. Very strange stuff. Thankfully, that's the real Monza. Finally, we get past the Ferrari and up into 7th place, where 6 points can be scored. On the last lap, we're just into DRS of HSV. It took us a while to catch up. He got away while we're trying to get past that phantom Monza. That's a lap tail vent getting out of the way there. Here's HSV. Can we get past him? 2 more crucial points it could be, given how close this championship has been so far. It looks like we're going to have DRS, the outside run towards Ascari. The top speed is favourable and we are past. That looks like we're going to have 6th place and 8 points will be the advantage going into Singapore. However, of course, I mentioned that 10-second penalty we got on lap 3, which I'm still trying to appeal. That pushes us down behind Monza because HSV also received a penalty post-race. So there you have it. 6 points advantage going to Singapore. See you guys then.